Hello, I say team. I'm Dana.
Hi, my name is Ida.
I'm Eva Jones.
My name is Ksenia Marash.
I'm Kabetullah.
My name is Anzela Teli.
My name is Anis Yusuf.
My name is Amina.
Hi, Wesai. I'm Tessa.
My name is Tuska Shala.
My name is Nithya.
My name is Agnes Abecheti and I'm 16 years old.
My name is Yesenia Velez and I'm currently a junior at Garfield High School.
I'm applying for the YSI camp because it provides young women such as myself a chance at bettering themselves in STEM fields.
I love STEM and problem solving and everything that has to do with it.
Learning and improving yourself should never end.
YSky is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to dive in the advanced world of STEAM.
I'm applying for YSI because I want to take a big stride towards making a prominent difference in this world through eliminating gender inequality and empowering women.
Communication is my favorite weapon to learn new things.
I also mentioned in my essays, art is a really important thing to me and I just want to get better.
I'm from Kosovo and I think that this camp is one of the best opportunities that we girls got to get to know the IT fields more.
It is my desire and my passion to learn about other cultures and to learn about our globe and the things that affect our globe.
My goal is to one day work for NASA as an aerospace engineer. I want to spend my life contributing and investing in these fields.
It will be a great opportunity to gain more STEM knowledge and to make new friendships with girls from other countries.
My goal in life is to make a positive change in the world I live in, and I cannot imagine a better way to do that than through STEM and empowering girls.
I'm somebody who is patient, organized, and curious when it comes to new challenges, and I would gladly share my acquired experience with people in my country.
This is more than just a free trip across the country for me. I anticipate to create everlasting bonds and have cross-cultural relationships with strong, smart, and bold women with miscellaneous experiences. Ultimately, my life goal is to pursue a career in the STEM field, and I believe that YSL will help me pursue that goal and guide me to make a conspicuous change towards sexism and gender inequality.
Cultural learning plus this passion for science is the reason why I'm applying to YSI and the reason I would be an excellent candidate.
After the camp, it will be my pleasure to share the experience and knowledge with girls here. Bye!
Okay, it's on. I was expecting green. I'm going to channel Bailey a little bit and say, are you pumped? Are you guys excited? Okay, that's the end of my Bailey impression. So on behalf of the Millennium Challenge Corporation, I'd really like to thank everyone and welcome everyone today. Welcome to the inspirational counselors and campers that join us from Kosovo, Serbia, North Macedonia, Albania, Montenegro, and the United States. I know you're all going to have an amazing time. You're going to learn some really fun and useful skills. But more importantly, you're going to make everlasting friendships, as we heard about in this video. And you're going to make those friendships with other women who support and empower you to do whatever it is you want to do in your life, whether that's in the sciences, in the arts, or whatever moves you. I look forward to hearing about those experiences in the next few years after what you take away from this experience. I also want to welcome our partners, Intel, the Department of State, the American Chambers of Commerce, the National Renewable Energy Labs, NASA, Microsoft. I'm going to have to go through these a little faster, but Coca-Cola, Bechtel, Yaha Solar, University of Pristina, and of course Kolegji AAB for these beautiful premises that we're at and we're going to be at for the next 2 weeks. Thank you also to Girl Up and the UN Foundation and TOCA for organizing this. And without all of your support, all of you partners and sponsors, we wouldn't be here today and you girls wouldn't have these great experiences. Lastly, huge thanks to Shipe from the MCC team for your countless hours working on all the logistics and planning, and also to the Millennium Foundation Kosovo team Rina and Nita and everyone who designed these great materials, and Castriot and Tahir and others who did the unglamorous work of trying to pry Intel's boxes away from customs and other really fun stuff. So I don't want to take up too much time because I know we have a lot of way more interesting people coming to speak. So I will hand it over to Petra to welcome you all also from Millennium Foundation Kosovo. And I will be seeing you later this week. Thank you.
Thank you, Sarah. My name is Petra Salemi. I'm the CEO of Millennium Foundation Kosovo. When Sarah came to me a few months ago, maybe even a year ago, and said, listen, there's this thing that happened in Georgia called YSI camps, Women in Science, and it would be a great idea for it to happen in Kosovo, but it's competitive. People have to come and test whether Kosovo can handle, can welcome, is safe enough, has good enough labs. So we had a visit from the State Department to see what can Kosovo offer, and I was very happy when a few months later we were told yes. Kosovo can indeed welcome 100 girls. We started with 1 or 2 countries, Kosovo, US, maybe one more neighboring country, but then in the end we ended up with girls from USA, from Kosovo, from Albania, from North Macedonia, Montenegro, Serbia, which is a record number of countries for YSI. So, on behalf of MFK and all the partners, Mir se vinim, dobro dojde, dobro nam došli. This is an amazing opportunity for my team as well to see how can we build this amazing public-private partnership and how can we bridge events and partnerships across science, private sector, public sector, universities. I won't go through all the partners again, but hearing how this amazing coalition of people from across fields came together to enable 100 girls to have great fun at science, arts, technology, engineering, all the STEAM. I always knew it was STEM, and then also arts were added, and I'm very much arts person, so I was very happy that now we have STEAM as acronym. It was really a great experience. So again, I would like to thank my team, MFK, MCC, for giving the idea and putting a lot of meat on the bone to make all this happening, and really have fun. Use hashtag YSIKosovo as well. We would like to see all of your impressions on whatever social media you're using, Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, simply also to show to the world that Kosovo may have had a difficult past, but it has a very bright future also thanks to you. Thank you very much.
Good morning. I am so happy to be here. This is just incredible. I have goosebumps on every arm and leg. I am so thankful that every single person is seated in these seats today. And that extends from our front row to our middle rows and all the way to the back, and even up there. I'm happy for you too. I'm just so happy, and I'm thankful because, as Petra mentioned, and as Sarah mentioned, this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. I promise you that. There have been 9 Women in Science, YSI, Girls STEAM camps, and there have been 5 summers. 2019 is the 5th summer of the YSI Camp public-private partnership. And you all are the 9th class of YSI Camp participants. So please give yourselves a round of applause. For those of you who were curious about the videos that were being played, those were actually the application videos of every single girl seated in these seats. We had hundreds of applicants from every single country to be here. So girls, I want you to know that you are meant to be here. I know some of you might be thinking, why me? What's special about me? But I'm here to tell you, and your counselors are here to tell you, and every single partner is here to tell you that you are special, that your voice not only matters, but it is essential. It is required for you to use your voice to speak up for the issues that you care about, the issues that impact you, your family, your community, and even your global community of girls all around the world. We are united. We are YSI. Before you were a YSI applicant, after you will be a YSI alumni, and right now, your breath, your effort, and your heart are YSI Kosovo. So please, yes. So please know that. And I'd like to especially call for each girl from each country that I'm going to recognize to stand, and this includes my incredible counselor team as well. So if you are from Kosovo, please stand and be recognized. Thank you. And if you are from Serbia, please stand and be recognized. If you are from North Macedonia, please stand and be recognized. If you are from Albania, please stand and be recognized. If you are from Montenegro, please stand and be recognized. And if you got on 2 planes, maybe 3, 4, 5 planes from the United States of America, including partners, please stand and be recognized. Thank you. And I would be remiss if I didn't acknowledge the incredible United Nations Foundation team that is here with us today. My organization is the UN Foundation, and within that UN Foundation, my team is Girl Up, which you'll be hearing more about today. But if you are here from the United Nations Foundation and also from TOCA, our organizing partners, please stand and be recognized. Thank you so much. I'll leave you today with a few words to challenge you. As I've said last night, of the 9 YSI camps that we've had in the past 5 summers, I have had the incredible pleasure of helping to support 7 of them. So I speak from experience when I go over these words of wisdom and advice for my campers and for my partners. Please open your minds, open your hearts, and challenge yourself to step outside of your comfort zone. If you're here, you've already taken a big step outside your comfort zone because this is completely new. In the days and the weeks that follow, I challenge you from things like trying new foods to things like making new friends with people you have never thought you'd be friends with. I want you to challenge yourself to use your voice. If you're someone who's usually quieter, challenge yourself to speak up. If you're someone who's very outspoken, challenge yourself to make space for the quieter voices amongst us. And I'll leave you with this. Bravery is not the absence of fear. Bravery is the recognition of fear and still trying. Thank you very much. And I'm very excited to welcome our next partners. If you'll give me 1 second. The mayor of Pristina, is he here? No? Okay, fabulous. Well, we thank him for his support, and we know that he was delayed today, but I'm very, very excited to welcome a woman who has incredible teams and incredible leadership and vision for this camp and really donating the entire space of this fabulous AAB college. With utmost respect, I welcome to the stage Miss Venera Lunyi.
Dear girls, dear Miss Olmstad, Miss Adams, Miss Lucas, Mr. Giron, Miss Tiomis, Mr. Salemi, good morning. My name is Venera Lunyi, and I am the Vice Rector for International Affairs and Cooperation at the AAB College. On behalf of our Rector, Professor Lurzim Tafa, and all our academic staff, I would like to wish you all a warm welcome to our college, hoping that you will enjoy your stay here. It is my pleasure to see you here as part of the YSI camp. Being in the same group with partners involved in this wonderful activity, that is with the United States Department of State's MCC, Girl Up, Intel and Google, NASA and Microsoft, American Chamber of Commerce, strengthens the fact that AB is the best college in Kosovo and beyond. Let me give just a short introduction of our college. AB College is a modern and quite dynamic higher education institution actively engaged in the pursuit of academic excellence. We are committed to promoting the highest standards of teaching and research, both in Kosovo and beyond. Academic freedom, new approaches and methods, and critical thinking in teaching and research are fully respected in our college. Activities, lectures, and practices put the student and his or her career at the center. Competencies, rich academic life, and student careers guide us in all major processes at our college. Our students become part of a large community who continually seek for knowledge. With 32 accredited study programs in 14 different fields of study, with over 15,000 students and 500 academic and administrative staff members, we remain #1 in the country and in the region. I will stop here, only to wish you all once again a warm welcome in Kosovo and to agree with your choice to spend these days in our college, convinced that you will experience wonderful time and go back with beautiful memories and great experience. Finally, I do have a question for all these young, bright, beautiful girls sitting here today, and I do expect the correct answer. Girls, who runs the world? Thank you very much for being here, and I hope that you will really enjoy these days. So I will now invite to come to the floor Miss Emily Adams, Coordination Lead of NASA.
Good morning, everyone. Are you sleeping? Good morning, everyone. My name is Emily Adams, and it is my utmost pleasure to be here with you all this week at YSI Kosovo. I'd like to thank also the Millennium Foundation Kosovo and Intel for having us here, and Girl Up and all of the partners. It's a pleasure to be alongside of you all this week while we're here. So, NASA, I think the expectations are high for me. Most people think of NASA as the astronauts, the people going to Mars and beyond, and the people that work behind the scenes to make that happen. Who's seen Hidden Figures? It's a great movie if you haven't seen it yet. So NASA also uses the unique vantage point of space to look back at the Earth and help us understand our home planet. And for me, as an Earth scientist, that's one of the most important mandates that we have. So my program, NASA Veror, is a joint NASA and USAID program working to bring the state-of-the-art science and technology that NASA does for Earth science and bring that to developing countries around the world. We work together with leading technical institutions to build their capacity to use NASA Earth data, systems, tools, etc., to make better environmental decision-making in the fields of water and water-related disasters, land use, land cover and ecosystems, agriculture and food security, and weather and climate. So together, we have helped countries better understand their world and the things that are most important to them. For example, in our hub in Eastern and Southern Africa, which is where I work most closely, we help map vegetation conditions, available water, invasive species, and other environmental and geographic variables that give information to farmers and pastoral farmers through their mobile phones so that they can better understand where they should take their cows to graze and to have water. And in a changing climate, this is incredibly important because where the water used to be is not where it is now. And where the grass used to be is not where it is now. So the NASA Surveyor family have been a part of YSI since the Malawi camp in 2017. And we firmly believe in the power of empowering the next generation of scientists, particularly from underrepresented communities. As a capacity building program, it is not only well within our mandate to ensure people are exposed to earth science, but our inspiration. We will be looking to all of you to help us build the next generation of tools, applications, and satellites to make our world a better place, particularly in the face of climate change. So during our curriculum tomorrow, we'll be playing a few games, introducing NASA's freely available Earth observation data to you all, and exposing you to some introductory analysis techniques that you will be able to take home with you and work on in your free time if you so choose. We hope that by the end of our time together, you will be equipped with some new tools and techniques that you can continue to explore our world from a new perspective. Thank you.
Thank you, Emily. And now I'm very, very pleased to invite a group to the stage and their representative, their leader today in this 2 weeks, who are a founding member of the Women in Science YSI Girl STEAM camps. That means that the idea to even start these 5 years ago came from this incredible company. So please, without further ado, join me in giving great thanks and great welcome to Intel and to Melissa Lucas.
Good morning. I'm just really excited I didn't follow my face walking up here. So I am joined by 7 of my colleagues who will have a moment to introduce themselves in just a second. And we're really, really excited to teach you about STEAM. We're all very, very passionate about what we do. And in the week, we will teach you some different life skills, so communication, emotional intelligence, executive presence. And then we'll also give you some time to do hands-on coding with some drones, some autonomous vehicles, and some artificial intelligence training. So if my team could stand up, say your name, and tell these girls why you're excited to be here, that'd be great. Ladies first, Eleanor.
Yeah, okay. I will be leading the artificial intelligence workshop. So if anyone is interested in getting their hands dirty with artificial intelligence coding, look forward to that on Saturday, Sunday, and Monday.
Hi girls, I was so excited to see the video, and I'm so excited to meet you all. My name is Harshita, and I work in Intel, obviously. We'll be changing the shirts from this to blue very soon, to Intel Blue, so you'll spot us. And I'll be leading the drones workshop with my colleague who will introduce herself shortly. And yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to approach us anytime. We're here for you, and I'm sure it's going to be a great 2 weeks for you girls and for us. So excited.
Hello, everybody. My name is Vinila Yarlagada. Super excited to be part of this opportunity. I would love to share my knowledge, what we have learned through training and all of that. I'll be partnering with Eleanor to teach you AI material.
Hi, girls. I'm so excited being here. So my name is Daniela. I'm part of Intel, as you could see. So I work with high-performance computing. I don't know if you guys heard about it, but we help in some of the great discoveries in the world, processing all the data sets. So I'll be working with this lady here on the drones. So hope you enjoy, guys.
Hi, I'm Megan Rossman, and I'm a communications manager at Intel. So I tell everyone at my company what's up. I've never gotten to experience something as cool as this, so you guys are all already cooler than me because you get to come and do this amazing experience at your age. But as my colleagues have said, we're here for you this week. I'll be running around trying to take pictures, getting to know you guys, learning your stories, and hopefully teaching you a little bit about how to be the best communicators you can be.
Hi, I'm Jason. I'm an electrical engineer with Intel. I design autonomous vehicles, and as such, we will be teaching you the autonomous vehicle lab this week with Wayne.
Hi, my name is Wayne Stevens of the Chandler, Arizona office, and I'm a mechanical engineer for Intel. I am very excited to be here, passionate about what we do and the company we work for. We're super excited to share what we know with you guys.
Okay, and with that, I'd like to introduce Marcus Haron, who is here with the NREL, which is part of the U.S. Department of Energy.
I'm going to go forward with what I have prepared here. And I just want to tell you a little bit about myself and tell you a little bit about my story. I think everyone has a story to tell, and so I'm going to tell you a little bit about mine. I never thought I'd be standing on a stage here in Kosovo. I come from very modest means. My mother was a nurse. My dad, he dug trenches for the phone company. We weren't rich or well-traveled growing up. In fact, my parents are from very, very poor background. They come from a town with fewer than 1,000 people even today. When they were growing up, they didn't have running water, and this was in the United States in the 1950s and 60s, so it wasn't that long ago. But at their income level, they just didn't have that luxury. They both grew up in single-parent households. My mother's mother died when she was very young. My father never even met his own father. But through hard work and education, they rose out of that poverty. And so that's why I'm able to stand here in front of you today. But it wasn't always easy. My mother actually, even though she was born in the United States, and so were her parents and her brothers and sisters, they only spoke Spanish at home. And so on her first day of school, she walked into this big, intimidating school building, and she couldn't speak the language. She had to go to the restroom really bad, and she asked one of the teachers where it was located, and the teacher yelled at her for speaking Spanish. She ended up wetting herself that day, and it really made an impression on her, and school was really difficult for her. But as she got older, and when she was about your age, a teacher took an interest in her and encouraged her to go to college. She applied to a 2-year college and got a nursing degree. My dad, on the other hand, he didn't have that same struggle. He actually did really well in school. He's very intelligent, but he knew that my grandmother, his mother, could never afford college. So this was a town that didn't have any jobs, and it was during the 60s, so the Vietnam War was going on. He knew he would be drafted, so instead of waiting for that to happen, he just enlisted in the military. He ended up going to Vietnam fighting in a war, and then he came back and met my mother. Luckily, he ended up coming back, and they started their own family. A few years later, my mom decided to go back to school, and she wanted to get her bachelor's degree in nursing. And I can still remember the late nights, seeing her going through her notes as we were driving to football games or after dinner. During this time, my father supported her by making us clean up the kitchen or making dinner and doing laundry. But it's very inspiring to see her do this hard work to get her education. I decided to become a teacher because I have a passion for education, and I knew that to become the best teacher I could be, I had to travel far away from my home. So I went to Boston University, which is about 2,000 miles, about 3,000 kilometers from where I lived. I had a lot of lonely, sad nights there because I was so far from my family. But eventually I graduated, moved back to Colorado, and I started my own family. And then I decided to go back to school myself. So I went back and got a master's degree in science education. And I really do love learning. Thank you. And so now I'm working on my second master's degree in science communication and public engagement, because I want to share science with the entire world, or as many people as possible. So that's my story, and I hope you remember the importance of hard work and education as you make your own way and find your own path. And I hope one day you tell your own story and share it with as many people as possible. And one day, I hope you share that story with me. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Marcus. I loved that very, very much. Well, that concludes our program for today. Thank you so much for everyone in attendance, for all the girls who are about to start your day of lessons and exciting times. We are going to have a group photo, so I imagine that will be in here. And I think probably the best way is if we can please have our photographers on this stage looking out at the rest of the girls. So before we do that, please join me in giving a very warm thank you, welcome, and just cheers for the next 2 weeks ahead. Great, thank you so much. So I invite the photographers on stage, and may I please have the house lights turned on. Good, okay, I'm gonna leave the stage then.
Trouble if you guys are all in the stage, but that would be better. Because we have the light coming from behind. Can you? Yeah, very, very quickly.